Hey ghouls, Terry Krueger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and welcome back to my channel. So sorry if I seem real tired. It is super late at night once again. I actually filmed the part of me doing my makeup hours ago, but then I actually was running late because I went to go see It today. It was an early premiere, so me and my friend went to go see It. It was really good. I'll talk about it more in a later video. And then I got home. The movie was like 3 hours. So after I got home, I actually just did a ton of homework that I needed to do, and then I remembered, like, oh shit, I didn't finish filming my video. So I'm here. Also, I'm using a new camera. Hopefully you can tell I just got a new one. If the audio sounds a little weird, give me some time. The microphone that I actually just bought with the last camera doesn't really work with this one, so I did have to go buy a new one. Well, I actually ordered a new one, so I'm just... Anyways, we are dipping into the new Norvina Pro palette, Volume 1. Now, I honestly have to say that I was so impressed with this palette when I first saw it. And can we say some shade thrown at Jackie Aina? Her palette had launched, and within a week they already announced this, and honestly I was so much more excited for this palette than hers. My fingerprints are already all over this dirty little palette. It's actually like a tin, and I'm so surprised. It was fucking huge. I got this in the mail because I don't know if they're carrying it in stores or if it's just like an online thing, but I ordered mine from Sephora, and I was like, bitch, I didn't think it was this big. I mean, I knew it was bigger than the original palettes, but this thing is fucking huge. Let's crack her open. So it does come with like a little sheet protector for the shadows, and it has like this big ass mirror, if you can see that. I don't want to show too much. It has a big ass mirror right here, so that's pretty fucking cool. And then of course right here are all the shadows. Now for my look today, I did use obviously the blue. Oh shit. Now obviously I did use the blue, and I did like this liner thing with, I think it's called Diamond from the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, and then I added this color on top of it. I went ahead and added this orange color, and I added this peachy like shimmery color on top of it. I am so obsessed with this color right here. I really fucking love it. These don't really have names. They're all just named like A1, A2, B1, C, D, E. It goes all the way from A to E and all the way from 1 to 5. So yeah, they're not really specifically named, just kind of coded. And so far the shadows work amazing. Like I've had been playing this for a while. If you saw my last video where I did a recap on Dragula and I did like the Two-Face look, both my eyes I did use this palette with that look. Yellow, I didn't use it in today's look, but I did use it in that last one. And the yellow is super pigmented and really, really pretty. Once again, do you need it? Not really if you have all these colors, because again it is just kind of like some neutrals with a bunch of purples, pinks, and some oranges. If you're like me and you're a makeup collector and just buy a ton of makeup, this is definitely one you don't want to miss out on. The quality of this is so amazing. I had so much fun with this, and since it is called Volume 1, I'm ready for Volume 2 already, bitch. Like, can we get that ASAP? And I honestly didn't really notice any of that kickback that some of her original palettes have. Not that it's a problem in those palettes either, but I really didn't get that in any of these. I also wore the Anastasia foundation, and once again I tried cream contouring with the Fenty Matchstick. I did get a lighter color for like my everyday beat, and this is the color Mocha. So I'm actually really loving this cream contour. I know last time I had mentioned that when you're doing contour you should like put foundation, setting powder, and then contour over. That only works with powder, I've learned. As I did that with the cream contour sticks, after I put foundation, powder, This, I kind of felt like it got really blotchy and muddy looking. So today I went ahead and just tried adding this on top of my foundation and blending it out with a beauty blender, and it came out so much better. And I'm really enjoying like these cream contour sticks. Like one of my good drag sisters, Io, she actually was the one who started recommending that I switch over to cream contour, and she's got me. I fucking love it. She came to my house with her little pamphlet about cream contour like the Jehovah Witnesses, and converted me over to cream instead of powder. I'm also wearing the classic horror mummy lashes from Lash Flash that came out like the last Halloween. I really hope they come out with a new Halloween collection this year because I really enjoyed last year's. And I'm wearing Poet from Anastasia, and I did top it with Fenty's Fussy Lip Gloss. I love these. These, honestly, the Fenty lip glosses have this familiar smell. Like, about to show my age, but do you remember back in the day, like, when I was a kid, they had like these little chemistry sets, and they were like mad scientist things, and you could make monsters or bugs, but it was honestly just a bunch of like powdered candy you mix with water and make gummies. Honestly, the Fenty lip glosses smell exactly like that candy that you would make with those, and I'm obsessed with this. And also for the foundation, I did just put on the foundation today. I did use just a brush, and I did top it with the Jeffree Star setting powder. But bitch, with all the powder and the fucking lip gloss, my face was smelling so sweet. I was hoping I didn't run into a pack of bees, because then I wouldn't have to pay for fillers this month. Should I try it? Oh my god, like this weekend has been so busy. I actually really want to film with this palette a lot sooner. But I had actually gone on a mini road trip with a couple of friends of mine. We went up to Lubbock, Texas. If you've never heard of it, it's a small little town like 6 hours away from where I live. So I love any excuse for like a road trip or just to like get out for a moment and go. So we went to go see my friend's brother and his girlfriend because they just had a baby. And I honestly can say like I would die in a small city, because their city was like, I think 100,000 people was the population, and everything, there was like honestly nothing to do but really eat out there. And then it was just such a small city, like there was really nowhere to go. And then we had tried to go to a bar, but they were like, yeah, we got there and it was a bunch of like children, so we're like, yeah, we're not gonna party here. But then one of my friends was like, hey, I bought a bunch of skin masks. Let's go to Walmart, buy some cheap ass wine, go back to the hotel, and do some skin masks. And originally, we had tried to cancel our hotel because my friend's brother also purchased a house out there, and we didn't realize how big the house was, and he had enough room to like keep us all for the time we were there. But we weren't able to cancel the hotel at the moment, so we had just like decided like, okay, we're just gonna go party at the little hotel, be our gay old selves, just doing masks and drinking wine. But we got to the hotel and it was such a fucking nightmare. First of all, we first entered the room, which is on ground floor, and I hate ground floor hotels. I've never stayed in one. But yeah, it was a ground floor, so I was already turned off by that. We walk in and the TV's already on and Bridesmaids is playing, so I'm kind of like, was the maid cleaning and watching TV or something? Cause like, and she just forgot to turn off the TV. I was like, oh well, no big deal, whatever. I had put my bag on one of the tables and I was looking for something. I think I was looking for my bag of hot fries. And luckily while I was doing that, my other friend was like checking the beds, and he lifted up the blanket and there was a bunch of shattered glass in the bed with blood stains all over the sheets, and like the caps to syringe needles, and the caps to syringes. So right away he was kind of like, ew, what the fuck? And I didn't believe him at first, and I went to go looking, and you could see the light reflecting off all the little shards of glass. We actually went to go call at the front desk to be like, what the fuck, we want a new room. And the guy was so fucking ridiculous. He walks in, sees the mess on the bed, picks up one of the big piece shards of glass. He picks up the cap to the syringe, throws it in the trash can, and it's like, it's fine. Do you want me to change the sheets for you? And then we're like, no bitch, we want you to change our room. We want to get the fuck out of here. So my friend who like was the one who like had the room on his account went to go deal with that. And as I was like trying to convince myself to settle in, but I couldn't, I saw a fucking centipede run from the table under the bed. Instantly, I picked my shit up and I walked out, and my friends were arguing with the guy at the front desk, and I just walked out yelling, Bitch, a fucking centipede just ran under the bed. I'm not staying in this fucking dump. I said it loud enough so everyone else in the lobby could hear, and this woman's face was just so horrified by what I said. She probably canceled her reservation too. But no, it actually took my friend like a good while because he put the room on his credit card, and it took him like till the next day to actually get his money back because they did not want to give us a refund for the just shitty, disgusting, dirty room. But the best part of it is as we are at Walmart buying some cheap ass wine, me and my friend were waiting for our other two friends to make their purchase. They're at the self checkout. So you know how like if you're buying alcohol, you have to wait for them to come check your ID. So some girl kind of like. We call her Clarissa. We just kind of make up names for people that we randomly meet. And she was a Walmart employee. She walked up to us and she kind of just seemed really out of it. And she was just kind of like, "Do y'all need help?" And I was like, "My friends actually do over there. They're going to get carded because they're trying to buy wine." And then she's like, "Where's the other bitch?" And then like stumbled over there. So I'm kind of like, "Oh, she's just really over this. She's over her job." Okay. So she's holding like a big jug of wine, and she walks up to my friends, and me and my other friend are watching what's going on, and she pops off the top, chugs it, and apparently she had told my friend like, "This is some good wine." And then as like from well, I can't hear, but from what we see, he then turns to us and looks and mouths, "She's drunk." So apparently like when she took a swig of like her giant tea bottle, like my friend said she just reeked like liquor. Apparently, Miss Clarissa was just junk on the job. I mean, can you blame her? Small city, working in the middle of the night. I'd be fucking plastered 24/7. But it was funny because it was like, how is this drunk girl at work more helpful than the girl who was sober? Couldn't even find her ass. But anyways, did you guys pick up the Norvina palette? If not, are you going to? What are your thoughts on it? Do you live for it? Do you want to pass on it? Honestly, I really say that this is a must-have for me anyways. There's just so much you could do with it, from creating natural looks to like bold looks. So I'm really excited about this, and since it is called Volume 1, I'm really hoping there's a Volume 2 pretty soon, hopefully for the holidays. I'm really excited to see what that's gonna be like. So yeah, I can't wait. But anyways, if you want to hang out with me in between uploads, you could follow me on Instagram. That's Tara_Krueger. I'll leave that down in the link below. But don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe. If you know anyone who may enjoy this type of shit I do here, go ahead and share this video. I'd really fucking appreciate that. But until the next time, I'll see you ghouls later.